How's everyone doing? Coach Pat here from Tor Physio and Performance, and I'm back here with another tip of the week. Are you a golfer that feels like you're strong, that feels like you're powerful, but you just don't hit the ball as far as you want to? Well, one thing that we need to make sure that we're doing is that we have enough mobility to create a long enough swing to give ourselves enough time to create acceleration down into the golf ball. So if we think about some really long hitters over the course of the golf history, a prime example is going to be John Daly. If you think about John Daly, you've ever seen him swing, one of the longest hitters ever on tour? Well, he creates a very, very long backswing. What that gives him the time to do is that allows him to create acceleration for a longer period of time, ultimately creating more speed by the time he gets down to the golf ball. One of the easiest ways that I see with my clients here at Tor Physio to help them swing it faster is ultimately just helping them get a bigger backswing. So that can come from a few different areas. That can come from thoracic spine rotation, that can come from hip internal rotation, that can come from shoulder external rotation, and that can come from cervical rotation. One of the more common two areas that I see limitations are going to be through our thoracic spine and through hip internal rotation of the trail hip in the golf swing. So the tip of the week, or excuse me, the move of the week is going to be a split stance rotation where we're really going to focus on turning our T-spine as far as we can and loading into this trail hip, but not having this knee move, so we can work on getting that bigger load and getting a bigger backswing so we can utilize all that strength and power we have over a longer range of motion. Check this out. So this is going to be a great option for us to work on two of the four main areas to help us get a bigger backswing. So as you can see from the other angle, I have a foam roller pinned between my knee and the wall. What that's going to force me to do is that's going to keep the pressure in my foot in the midfoot to the inside of my right foot here. So as I turn my thoracic spine as far as I possibly can and I load into my right hip with some internal rotation, I want to make sure that we're teaching the body how to load correctly and not have my weight shift outside that back foot or have the knee roll out or have the pressure get to the pinky side or the outside of my foot, because what we're trying to do is get a big turn, load into that hip, but keep the pressure point in the inside of my foot, so from there then I can transfer all that force down into the golf ball rather than having to compensate to get back to that position before we go and swing and hit the golf ball. If the bounce is too tricky on that, another way we can work on some thoracic rotation is just doing a good old-fashioned sideline rotation. So I have a yoga block between my knees. You can use a pillow, anything you have access to. Really focus on keeping the knees down as we rotate the chest up into the sky. This will definitely help us be able to get a longer backswing. But if you have the capability and stay balanced and safe as you do the other option, give that a go, because you're going to get to work on the hips and the thoracic spine.